Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on whatever time it is you are listening to me. Today, I'm going to show you how to differentiate page numbering. So you start with I. So you move from Roman numerals to the real numbering system we know. If today is your very first time listening to me or you have not yet subscribed to this page, kindly do so now. This is a work I did for a client, and you notice the numbering start from 1, 2, 3 in that order. But today we are going to do the differentiated page numbering. So let's assume there are some preliminary pages we are supposed to add. So like the cover page, we have the acknowledgement, we have the dedication and all that. So let's just leave about 3 space. The first one will be for the cover pages. Now, if you want to create another page or a new page, you don't have to press enter until you get to the next page. No, there's a better way of doing that. So instead of just hitting the enter key until it takes you to the next page, it's too long a thing to do. Just press on the control button on the keyboard and just hit the enter button. It automatically brings you to the next page. So we want to create about 3 preliminary pages. We have 2 already. Let's just add 1, making 3. So you'll notice that the first one has the cover, then the second one we believe will take the acknowledgement, the dedication and all that there. So just 3, just to for an example for you to see how it is being done. We are going to change the 1, 2, 3 into Roman numerals. So the Roman numeral, we know we start from 1. So we go to insert, then we go to page numbering, then we want to format page numbering. We move from 1 to Roman numerals, which is I. So we start at I. Some people prefer not to number the first page, but I often want to. In an instance where you don't want to number the first page, you can clear, remove pages, page numbers, so there's no page number. So assuming you want to keep the first page blank without numbering it, you just come to the next page and you go to layout, then you go to breaks, then you go to next page. So this next page has separated the first page from the second one. So now we go back to insert, we go to our page numbering, we go to format page numbers, we select the Roman numerals, then we can start at I. So I, okay, after clicking on the Roman numerals, if it doesn't show like this, if it doesn't show like this, you come back to your second page numbers, then you position where you want it to show. So then you double click outside of the footer, so there you have it. So there's I. You will notice that it has separated itself. So instead of here being I, it is now 1. We will clear it from there at the end of the video. So we have I, we have I, and it will continue in that order. IV. So we need to separate it at a point to start from the counting numbers. So let's end it at abstract. So abstract will be our VI. To start from 1 or whatever number you want to start from here. Insert, let the cursor be in front of the first character. So this is it. So here there's a space here, so let's just clear the space so that there's no space there. So it's in front of the chapter 1. The cursor is in front of the chapter 1. Then you go back to layout, breaks, click next page. So it is being separated. So you notice that it starts from I here. So let your cursor be on any part of the page you want to change from the Roman numeral to the real numbers. After doing that, you go back to insert, you go to page numbers, you go to format page numbering, then you go back to your counting numbers. You start at 1, then you hit OK. So automatically it changes from the I to 1. And from here, we still have the Roman numerals up there. So whilst the Roman numerals is up there, from here to the bottom end, the very end of this thesis, we'll have the numbers, except that you want to number that place separately. So this is it, 50, 49. So let's go back to the first page and erase the number here. So you double click and you once you double click, it gives you a pop-up at the top. When you check the menu bar, you see header and footer. So it gives a pop-up. Then you select different first page. Once you select, automatically the number 1 disappears. You no longer have 1 or the first page being numbered. So the numbering starts from the second page, and we'll start with I, then the next one will be I, V, we have VI, then it starts from 1. Some people often like to start numbering the first page according to the Roman numeral, even though it is in counting numbers. VI is supposed to be 6. So some will preferably want to start from 7. You use the same procedure. Once you go to insert, page number, check formatting, instead of starting from 1, you start from 7. So that is how it is being done. So if you like this video, kindly like, share, and subscribe. See you some other time. Thank you very much for sticking and staying with me.